On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Cardboard.
A stiff, thick material made from compressed paper pulp used to make boxes and other packaging materials.
Examples:
Cardboard box, cardboard cutout. I made a cardboard box to store my winter clothes in.
Ornament.
A decoration or embellishment that adds beauty or enhances the appearance of something, especially a Christmas tree or a piece of jewelry.
Examples:
Christmas ornament, glass ornament. The ornament on the tree was delicate and intricate, adding to its beauty.
Bounce.
To cause to move up or away after hitting a surface, to spring back.
Examples:
Bounce across the floor. Bounce back from failure. They will bounce between various emotional states.
Tray.
A shallow, flat container or surface for holding or carrying objects, often with raised edges or handles.
Examples:
Serving tray. Tray for drinks. She placed the dishes on the tray and carried them to the table.
Copyright.
The legal right to be the only person or organization who can reproduce, publish, and sell a particular piece of work.
Examples:
Artistic copyright. Copyright infringement. The company is taking legal action against those who have violated their copyright on the software.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Differ.
To be not like someone or something in some way.
Examples:
Differ from the majority. Differ according to species. The two products differed in their quality and price.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Linguist.
A person who speaks several foreign languages, a person who studies or teaches languages or linguistics.
Examples:
Foreign linguist, cognitive linguist. Though I love literature, I'm a bad linguist.
Formal.
Following established, public or official forms and conventions, often in a serious or somber manner.
Examples:
A formal festival. Formal request. The event required formal attire, so he wore a suit and tie.
Linguistics.
The study of language and its structure, including the study of grammar, syntax, and phonetics.
Examples:
Comparative linguistics. Linguistics professor. A new study in linguistics research showed that bilingualism delays the onset of dementia.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
Uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Surgeon.
A doctor who is trained to perform medical operations that involve cutting open a person's body.
Examples:
An excellent brain surgeon. Army surgeon. He is a skilled surgeon that has many years of training and experience.
Buddy.
A close friend, a partner, especially one of a pair or team.
Examples:
My golf buddy. Buddy movie. He was the first buddy in the military training camp.
Aorta.
The main and largest artery, equals thick tube that carries blood from the heart to the body, in the human body originating from the heart.
Examples:
abdominal aorta, repair of an aorta. The patient will undergo bypass surgery of the aorta today.
Valve.
A device for controlling the flow of a fluid or gas through a pipe or duct by means of a movable part that opens, closes, or restricts the opening.
Examples:
electromagnetic valve, valve control. The valve on the pipeline was leaking, so maintenance had to shut it off to make repairs.
Replacement.
The act of replacing something with something else, especially that is newer or better, a person or thing that takes or can take the place of another.
Examples:
regular replacement of tires, replacement cost. We demand his replacement.
Valid.
Having a reasonable basis in logic or fact, still legally or officially acceptable.
Examples:
a valid contract, a ticket valid for 2 days. Your credit card is no longer valid.
Arrival.
The act or situation of coming or being brought to a place, accomplishment of an objective.
Examples:
arrival and departure gate, arrival at a conclusion. Weather forecasters are predicting the arrival of a heat wave.
Cryptography.
The study of the techniques and methods used for secure communication and information processing, particularly using codes and ciphers.
Examples:
asymmetric cryptography, digital cryptography. The software engineers developed a new cryptography algorithm to protect users' data.
Scramble.
To move or climb quickly and awkwardly, often using your hands to help you.
Examples:
scramble my mind, scramble for support. Local business owners scrambled to find skilled workers.
Alien.
A person who comes from a different country, race, or group, a form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere.
Examples:
alien fungi, resident aliens. Alien species have drastically altered the ecosystem in this area.
Hook.
A curved device used for suspending, holding, or pulling something, especially one attached to a surface for hanging things on, a sharp curve or crook.
Examples:
a hat hook, the curved shape of a hook. Please hang your towel on a hook.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
planet like the Earth, save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Gigantic.
Extremely large.
Examples:
gigantic proportions, gigantic monsters. He was so hungry from the long journey that he had a gigantic appetite.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples:
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Chalk.
A soft, white, porous sedimentary rock composed of calcium carbonate, often used for drawing or writing on surfaces such as blackboards.
Examples:
A piece of chalk. Chalk on a blackboard. The kids used colored chalk to create a mural on the pavement.
Misunderstand.
To interpret or understand something in the wrong way.
Examples:
Misunderstand each other. Misunderstand entirely about her. You should not misunderstand the meaning of freedom.
Underlie.
To be the support, basis, hidden cause of something, to be located under or below.
Examples:
Underlie the theory of the Big Bang. Underlie the current economic deadlock. His bitter experiences underlie his moral principles.
Delight.
A feeling of great pleasure or happiness.
Examples:
A tremor of delight. With delight. The delight on the child's faces when they received the toy was priceless.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
Quote a source. Quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Cluster.
A group of similar things or people close together, often forming a distinct mass or unit.
Examples:
Live in a cluster. A cluster of stars. A cluster of grapes hung from the vine.
Bang.
To hit or cause to hit something in a way that makes a loud noise.
Examples:
Bang his fist on a desk. Bang a phone down. My father tried to bang mathematics into my head since childhood.
Buck.
A male deer, a unit of currency, especially the US dollar, a sudden jolt or movement, a young man, verb, to resist or oppose something, such as an authority, trend, or convention.
Examples:
Buck the trend. Extra buck. I spotted a majestic buck with large antlers standing at the forest's edge.
Attitude.
The way you think and feel about someone or something.
Examples:
Attitude toward mistakes. Attitude control. She had the attitude that work was fun.
Conceptual.
Related to or founded on ideas, principles.
Examples:
Conceptual art. New conceptual framework. He has absolutely no conceptual comprehension of maths.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples:
The implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Abandon.
To leave a place, thing, or person with no intention of returning. Noun, a feeling of extreme emotional intensity.
Examples:
Abandon a friend. Abandon the practice. The castle was abandoned several years later.
Implant.
To insert or fix an artificial device in a person's body, to put an idea, attitude, etc., firmly in the mind.
Examples:
Implant genes in the animals. Implant into the uterus. The doctor will implant a pacemaker to regulate his heart rate.
Mania.
A psychological or emotional state that is marked by excessive enthusiasm, excitement, or delusions, a strong and uncontrollable desire or craving for something.
Examples:
Startup mania. Dance mania. The mania for collecting rare books led him to spend his savings on a first edition.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples.
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples.
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples.
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Graduated.
Having received a degree from a school, college, or university, marked with or divided into levels or degrees.
Examples.
Graduated taxation. Graduated flask. She was a graduated student of a prestigious university.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples.
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Fraction.
A small part or item forming a piece of a whole, the quotient of two rational numbers.
Examples.
A fractional share of the vote. A numerator in a fraction. He spent only a fraction of his earnings.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples.
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples.
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Analogy.
A comparison between similar things that have similar aspects, often used to help explain a principle or concept.
Examples.
Draw analogy. Historical analogy. Some kinds of machine learning models show an analogy to how people learn.
Ingest.
To take food or drink into the body, often through the mouth, to absorb or assimilate something, often used to describe the intake of information or knowledge.
Examples.
Ingest food. Ingest medication. People who compulsively ingest non-food items, such as dirt or chalk, suffer from a condition called pica.
Ingredient.
One of the things used to make something, especially one of the foods used to make a particular dish.
Examples.
Secret ingredients. Compound the ingredients. Greed is the primary ingredient in the making of criminals.
Instruction.
Detailed direction, order, etc., on how to do or use something.
Examples.
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples.
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Interior.
The inside or inner part of something, the space within the walls of a building.
Examples.
Interior decoration. Plenty of interior space. The painter focused on the moody interiors of abandoned buildings in his work.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples.
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Examine.
To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them.
Examples.
Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses.
Pixel.
The smallest unit of an image that can be displayed or manipulated electronically, typically a point of light on a computer screen or in a digital image.
Examples.
Pixel density. Color pixels. The computer screen comprises thousands of tiny pixels that create the overall picture.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples.
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Mere.
Used to emphasize how insignificant or minor someone or something is.
Examples.
Mere acquaintance. Mere incident. He lost the election by mere votes.
Convey.
To express ideas, feelings, etc., so that it is known or understood by other people. To carry something from one place to another.
Examples.
Convey a complex idea. Convey goods by truck. An ironic remark often conveys an intended meaning obliquely.
Recreation.
The activity that renews your health and spirits by enjoyment and relaxation, the act or process of making something that existed in the past exists or seems to exist again in a different time or place.
Examples:
Outdoor recreation. Recreation of the homeland. Basketball is their usual recreation after school.
Conlang.
Short for constructed language, an artificial language created by individuals or communities for artistic, scientific, or cultural purposes.
Examples:
Conlang dictionary. Conlang grammar. The conlang community has grown tremendously with the rise of fantasy literature and films.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Superficial.
Existing or occurring only at or on the surface, appearing to be true or real only until examined more closely.
Examples:
Superficial wound. Superficial knowledge. The journalist's superficial reporting should have captured the full scope of the issue.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Avatar.
The concept in Hinduism, a god appearing in human or superhuman or animal form, a graphical representation of a user or the user's character or persona in online games, chat rooms, etc.
Examples:
Digital avatar. The avatar of the authority. A person's cyberspace avatar often represents the appearance and behavior that the person wants to be.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Alas.
Also exclamation, an expression of grief, condolence, or regret that is used to acknowledge a situation or outcome that is unfortunate or disappointing.
Examples:
Alas, we did not win the game. Alas, I cannot attend the party. Alas, I realized I had left my keys at home and couldn't enter the building.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Poignant.
Evoking a keen sense of sadness or regret, emotionally moving, deeply affecting or touching.
Examples:
Poignant moment. Poignant memories. The movie's poignant ending left most of the audience in tears.
Literature.
Written works, such as novels, plays, poems, or short stories that are considered to have artistic or intellectual value.
Examples:
Popular literature. Review of the literature. The literature of the Romantic period is known for its emotion and imagination.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Rubric.
A set of established guidelines or instructions, particularly for academic or assessment purposes. A title or heading that indicates the nature or purpose of a particular section of a text.
Examples:
Rubric template. Assessment rubric. My teacher provided a detailed rubric for our group project.
Depth.
The distance between the top and bottom of something, between the top surface and a distance below it.
Examples:
Depth camera. The depth of the water. The pond's depth was around 5 feet.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Fictional.
Imaginary and not real, of or related to literary fiction.
Examples:
Fictional character. Non-fictional text. The names of the company are entirely fictional.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples:
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Guarantee.
To promise something will happen formally, especially that certain conditions about a product, service, or transaction would be met.
Examples:
Guarantee a high quality. Guarantee women equality. We cannot guarantee enough raw material sources.
Artistic.
Of or relating to art or artist, satisfying aesthetic standards and sensibilities.
Examples:
An artistic photograph. Promising entrepreneurs often have a high artistic sensibility.
Endeavor.
To make an earnest attempt or effort, to strive or work hard towards a goal or objective.
Examples:
Endeavor to succeed. Endeavor as much as possible. We will endeavor to find a solution to the problem as quickly as possible.
Alumni.
The plural form of alumnus or alumna, former students or graduates of an educational institution or program.
Examples:
Alumni network. Alumni relations. Many alumni of our college have become successful in their chosen fields.
Opposing.
Competing, fighting, or working against each other.
Examples:
Opposing counsel. In an opposing direction. We have no intention of opposing his idea.
Hindsight.
Understanding or knowledge that comes after an event has occurred, the ability to perceive or understand events with greater clarity or accuracy in retrospect.
Examples:
Hindsight bias. 20/20's hindsight. With hindsight, we can see that investing in that company was a mistake.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Puffy.
Swollen or distended, especially with air or gas.
Examples:
Puffy offshore winds. Puffy eyes. His cheeks looked puffy after he overate junk food.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Framework.
The structural components of a building or object that support its weight and give it form, the underlying structure of a system, concept, or text.
Examples:
Legal framework. The framework of a house. He devised a new analytical framework to capture the phenomenon.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
Seasonal labor. Manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Useless.
Not serving any useful purpose, having no practical result.
Examples:
Useless information. Useless in the kitchen. The old, rusty tools were now useless and had to be thrown away.
Absurd.
Ridiculously silly, unreasonable, or illogical.
Examples:
Absurd storyline. An absurd amount of money. We immediately rejected his absurd suggestion.
Urn.
A large, typically rounded container, often made of ceramic, metal, or glass, used for storing the ashes of a cremated person or pet or for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Memorial urn. Urn decoration. The athlete's remains were scattered at sea rather than placed in an urn.
Gloss.
A smooth and shiny surface on a material, often achieved through the application of a coating or finish, a brief or superficial explanation or description, often used to make something seem better or more attractive than it actually is. Verb, to make something appear better or more positive than it really is, often by using vague or misleading language.
Examples:
Gloss over my mistake. Gloss of politeness. The shiny gloss on the new car made it look even more impressive.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples:
Fascinating story. Completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Verb.
A word or phrase that describes an action, state, or experience.
Examples.
Complex verb. An auxiliary verb. Use a singular verb if the subject is singular.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples.
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples.
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Absent.
Not present in a particular place at a particular time.
Examples.
Absent-minded. Absent without leave. He was absent from the meeting and missed all the important updates.
Vowel.
A speech sound pronounced with an open vocal tract, typically made by vibrating the vocal cords and without any constriction or obstruction of airflow in the lungs or mouth.
Examples.
Vowel chart. Vowel combination. Please pronounce your name slowly and emphasize the vowel sounds.
Duration.
The length of time something lasts or continues.
Examples.
The duration of insurance. Short duration. The military incarcerated him for the duration of the war.
Opposed.
Being completely different from something or disagreeing strongly with something.
Examples.
Two opposed characters. Absolutely opposed to abortion. I'm strongly opposed to that plan.
Inflection.
A change in the pitch or tone of one's voice. A change in the form of a word to indicate tense, mood, gender, or other grammatical categories.
Examples.
Inflection in voice. Inflection pattern. The linguist studied the inflection of the language's inflection in speech.
Noun.
A word that generally functions as the name of a specific object or set of objects.
Examples.
Noun phrase. Proper noun. In some foreign languages, the gender of nouns exists.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples.
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Impose.
To officially force a new law, tax, duty, etc., to be obeyed or received.
Examples:
Impose harsher sanctions. Impose tariffs. The problem with achievement tests is the narrowness they impose on students.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
Wipe off dirt. Wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Native.
Connecting with or describing someone's birth country or place of birth, or someone born in a specific country or place.
Examples:
Native to Africa. Native language. The vegetation here is almost wholly native.
Linguistic.
Relating to language or the study of language.
Examples:
Her major is linguistics. Linguistic analysis. Our naive experience undoubtedly contains a linguistic aspect.
Fluent.
Able to communicate in a specific language smoothly or effectively, or easily.
Examples:
Fluent Chinese. In a fluent tone. She learned 5 languages, but is only fluent in 2 of them.
Tolerance.
The willingness to accept or tolerate something, especially something that is different or unpleasant.
Examples:
Religious tolerance. Tolerance for risk. The school's diversity program aimed to promote tolerance and understanding among the students.
Imp.
A mischievous or misbehaving child, a small and mischievous demon or sprite in folklore.
Examples:
A little imp. Behave like an imp. The mischievous imp caused trouble wherever it went.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Endangered.
At risk of extinction because it is facing significant threats.
Examples:
Endangered species. Endangered ecosystem. The government has implemented policies to protect the habitat of endangered animals.